Hi, my name is Nurazmina binti Abdul Latif. So my team chose Saudi Arabia as the country that we will explain further, which is first is the point that I will explain is geographical location of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is located in the Middle East on the Arabian Peninsula. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the Arabian Peninsula and one of the largest in the world, covering approximately 2.15 million square kilometers, as same as 830,000 square miles. The country has a predominantly desert climate, characterized by hot summers and mild winters. The interior regions experience extreme temperatures, while coastal areas have slightly milder weather due to proximity to the sea. The terrain is mostly desert, with some mountain ranges, such as the Asir and Hijaz. Mountain is west. The Rab Al Khali, also known as the Empty Quarter, is one of the largest sand deserts in the world and cover a significant part of the southern region. As for the Saudi Arabia population and ethnic composition, as of 2023, Saudi Arabia has an estimated population of approximately 36 million people. The country's population is composed of both Saudi national and a significant number of expatriates from various countries. Saudi nationals, Saudi citizens make up the majority of the population, with estimates around 60 to 70%. This group predominantly identify as Arab and follows Islam, particularly the Sunni branch. Expatriates, non-Saudi residents constitute around 30 to 40% of the population. This diverse group includes people from South Asia, such as India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, Southeast Asia, including the Philippines and Indonesia, other Arab countries, Africa, and Western nations. The third point is socioeconomic indicators. First is literacy rate. Saudi Arabia has made a significant strides in improving literacy rates over the past few decades. As of recent data, the literacy rate for adults aged 15 and older in Saudi Arabia is estimated to be around 95%. The country has invested heavily in education, leading to a high literacy rate among younger generations, with near universal literacy among youth aged 50 to 24 at approximately 99%. These improvements are part of broader efforts under Saudi Arabia Vision 2030 plan, which aims to diversify the economy and improve social infrastructure, including education. As for the birth rate, as of the most recent data, the birth rate in Saudi Arabia is approximately 18.3 births per 1,000 people per year. This rate has been declining in recent years as the country undergoes economic and social changes, including increased access to education and healthcare, and shift in family planning practices. Lastly, I will explain about the Saudi Arabia political system. Saudi Arabia an absolute monarchy where the king holds extensive powers over all aspects of governance. So the first monarchy is the king. The Al Saud family has ruled Saudi Arabia since its founding in 1932. The king holds significant powers, including appointing ministers, judges, and the members of the Shura Council, a consultative assembly, as well as enacting laws and policies. The king of Saudi Arabia is both the head of state and the head of government. He has the final authority on all state matters, including legislation, executive decision, and judicial rulings. The king also serves as the prime minister. Second is royal family. The crown prince is the designated heir to the throne and often serves as a deputy prime minister. The crown prince holds significant influence and typically oversees key government initiatives and projects. Third position in political system is government, which is government structure. First, we have Council of Ministers, also known as the cabinet. This body is appointed by the king and is responsible for the administration of the country. It includes ministers from various departments such as defense, foreign affairs, finance, and health. For the political party, they are not allowed in Saudi Arabia, and there is no formal system for political representation or opposition. The country's official ideology is rooted in Wahhabism, a conservative form of Sunni Islam. This religious doctrine influences various aspects of daily life, legal system, and governments, emphasizing a strict interpretation of Islamic teachings. The religious establishment play a crucial role in the kingdom, including the enforcement of religious norms and the implementation of Sharia law. For the next part, my friend will explain.
Hi, myself is Darsine Loganathan. I would like to continue the next 4 points where my friend just finished explaining to you.
Okay, what are the economic systems?
Economics is the production and distribution and consumption of goods and services. There are three main economic systems, which is traditional, common, and market. Most countries around the world mix economic with a mixed economic, which means a mixture of three systems listed above. As I mentioned, traditional, common, and market. This one will be the essential economic production. The production means the process of manufacturing and growing something. Distribution, the delivery of products of various places. Consumption, the use of the goods and services. And for the goods, items that are sold for goods. Services, work that helps others. Examples like restaurant, hospital. And GDP, gross domestic product, the total value and goods and services produced in a country every year. In a common economy, the government answers the economic question. First of all, the characteristics of a common economy is a little freedom, no competition between the business. Business are not for profit. Consumers have a new choices, love. Government and the economic challenges, including the reduction of subsidies, increased taxes, and rising labor costs, have led to the Saudi Arabia's traditional advantages of foreign firms. So these are the main issues in Saudi Arabia economic system. Okay, my second point will be the legal system of Saudi Arabia. Since the Saudi Arabia is an Islamic state, it's a judicial system based on Islamic law, which is Sharia, or both criminal and civil cases. At the top of legal system in the king, who acts a final court of appeal and as a source of pardon. The system consists of three main parts. The largest is Sharia courts, which hear the cases of Saudi legal system. The Sharia courts are organized into several categories. Courts of the first instance, summary of the general courts, and the courts of cassation of Supreme Judicial Court. Supplementary of Sharia courts is Board of Governance, which hears the cases of involvement of the government. The third part of the Saudi court consists of the various committees within the government ministries that address specific disputes such as labor issues. In April 2005, the royal orders approved in a principle a plan or reorganize the judicial system. On October 1st, 2007, a royal order approved the new system. Changes include establishment of Supreme Court and special government labor and administration courts. And for the Sharia law, Sharia is an Islamic law. Sharia refers to the body of Islamic law. It serves a guideline for the legal matters in Saudi Arabia. In Sharia, therefore, Saudi Arabia, there is no any difference between sacred or secular aspects of society. Muslim derives the Sharia law primarily from Holy Quran and secondarily from Sunnah, and sayings that Prophet Muhammad during his lifetime. This third sources is Ijma, the concepts of opinion of Muslim scholars on the principle involve the specific cases occurring after the death of the Prophet. Sharia presumes the defendant innocent until proven guilty, and only in the serious crimes or in cases repeat offenders is likely witness severe punishment. My last point would the actions took by the government of Saudi Arabia. For that indicator that Saudi Arabia from 1996 to 2022, the average value of Arabia during that time was 0.02, with a minimum of 0.39 in 2004 and maximum of 0.58 points in 2022. The latest value from 2022 is 0.58. For this comparison would be the world average in 2022 based on 193 countries is 0.05 points, and the actions took by the government is more effectiveness in their productivity growth, economic growth via to achieve their GDP, also many other things. Lastly, Saudi Arabia is one of the successful country among the 193 countries because of the Saudi economy is highly reliant on its petroleum sector. Oil accounts on average is recent years of approximately 40% of Saudi GDP, 70% of fiscal revenues, and with substantial of fluctuations depending on the oil prices each year. And main reasons why Saudi Arabia being is one of the richest and successful country. that's all from my side. Thank you so much.